Are you lovable? Do you feel lovable? Do you treat yourself with kindness and care and love? Do you commit to certain practices like exercising and eating well and taking time out to rest your body and taking care of yourself mentally? Do you take the time? Do you love yourself enough to do those things? If you struggle with those things, or even start doing those things and then all of a sudden quit on yourself and then go back into the cycle of doing it again and quitting, this video may help you. So today I want to talk about an affirmation or a resolve, whichever you want to call it. I'm talking about the resolve, I am lovable. So first I want to sort of establish what lovable means and research the word a little bit and share my ideas. And then we'll go into some ways of how we can get this resolve or affirmation into our system and have it as a core belief and try and override opposing beliefs. And so I'll also, later on in the video, I'll give you some ideas on how we can, a certain particular practice that works really well to place that into your core belief deep in. So let's start with the word lovable. So if we break it down, it is actually a 3-syllable word, but we say it as lovable. Love and able. So able to love is what I want to focus on today with the word, breaking it into the two. So able is having the power and the skills, the means and the opportunity to do something. So I guess having that energy force to make things happen and to take care of things and take care of ourselves and our lives in general. So that ability to be lovable is to, if you look at it like you've got yourself and you're taking care of yourself. So you are lovable. If you believe that you are lovable, then you will start practicing things. You will be able to commit to exercise and not betray yourself and drop out of it and go for a cycle back in and out, as we all do. So things like that, you'll be able to commit to more if you instill this resolve. So the ability, basically what I'm pointing at is having the ability to love yourself, to take care of yourself is the first point of call. So things, opposing beliefs, I'll maybe discuss that a bit. So feeling worthless, of no value, not enough, all those, poor self-worth in general, that is the opposing. That's the thing that, certain conditioning from childhood or experiences in life can, and certain traumas can bring us to not feeling worthy. So sometimes a poor parenting, trauma, all those things are known to condition us in certain ways. And sometimes, through our childhoods, sometimes we had to be small and be worthless to stay safe and small and hidden to be accepted. So they're not all bad. We've got to honour them before we can actually move into the new thing. So it's not pushing these out because these things have saved us in the past. But now we're in a new space and we want certain things in life and we want to be loved and we want to take care of ourselves. So that's sort of the goal. We want to shift the trajectory. So being lovable is the ability to love thyself. So enabling love is the key. So enabling in the sense of allowing and authorizing and being able to receive and care for ourselves is the focus. So therefore, I am lovable is the core belief that needs to be instilled. So the actual instilling part, so affirmations are good. They're great, actually, but saying them over and over and over and over again, writing them on a piece of paper, like it's great to have things like that around and reminders. But at the end of the day, we have to go deep within and plant it in there. It's just like having a seed and planting it in the garden, you don't just put it on the top of the soil. You need to go right down underneath so it can grow roots and take water and do the work to push itself up through the soil so it can bear fruits. So it's the same sort of scenario that we're looking at. So what I would recommend is using the affirmation, I am lovable, and using it in a meditation called Yoga Nidra. Now, this is a meditation that's very in body. It's body scanning. You can get them on YouTube. You just type them in on YouTube for free, and they have ones with resolves in them. So I'll link one below so you can get an idea and to practice. So if you use this meditation for 2 or more weeks every day, it's best to do it at a certain, like in the morning or evening, just before you wake or just before you go to sleep. But don't go to sleep during it. That's the key. You need to stay awake in the meditation. I personally do them lying down, which I think most people do because it's a restful state, but it's up to you. Some people sit up. And when you're in this deep state and you're very in your body, in your somatic experience, what happens is once you say, there's a certain time where you say the resolve. And the resolve, the affirmation, is what will, if you constantly do it, it will start showing in your life. You'll be able to commit to things better, but you have to practice it in. It's a practice. So basically what we're doing is those opposing beliefs are there, and we accept that they're there, and there's some low self-worth and we don't feel lovable and all that, accepting that and knowing that it's there, and it was there for a reason. Some of it's kept us safe. It's our certain thinking and kept us small and safe, and that's okay, and we honour that. But in this, we are not completely getting rid of that, but we are bringing in a new affirmation, bringing in a new stance. And when you're in that meditative state, it penetrates more. It gets into the core, deep into the soil, grows roots over time, and you will start seeing results. Even I'm not talking about big shifts or anything like that, but over time, over the months, you will start seeing little things where, hang on a minute, I can commit more to exercise all of a sudden, or, I'm taking care of my health or my mental health, or I'm more resilient, or lots of things can happen. You can even find things like receiving easier, because I am lovable is opening you up to receiving. So there'll be more opportunities that come your way that you're like, your energy centers are open to that because your core belief has shifted and is shifting over time. So these things will often happen for people. So basically, that's pretty much, so that's pretty much, the guts of it. Being lovable, loveable, the ability to love yourself is key. Everything else will come from that. Your openness to opportunities, love opportunities, friendships, jobs, careers, commitments to certain practices, things, something that you've always wanted to do, but you do it in dribs and drabs. You'll find that over time it would help you commit. Basically, we tend to betray ourselves because we don't feel lovable, and it affects just that one thing. That core belief affects and it moves into lots of parts of our life, and it's frustrating. And I still experience it at times, frustrating with certain areas of my life because I haven't moved completely into those things. And also, it's practice. So these things don't just happen overnight, they take time. So hopefully this is of some help to you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.